my top 20, but I'm gonna do a fucking wall chart of my top 10. So first we've got Definition. I'm not doing it in order for a start. Definition is not the top, like don't beg it. Definition, he's got a lot of funny shit. I've got Lavoz. A lot of people hate on this guy, but I love the fact that he's all about jokes, like fuck bars and whatever. Lavoz is funny as fuck. Impact. See, Impact gets a lot of hate online. I don't know why, and it's not just because he's my boy. Like I proper rate Impact. Like the guy's some fucking multi-king. Shotty Horroh. Everyone knows Shotty. Oh, Shotty Horroh, whatever. Like Shotty's cool, man. He's got some good flow. He's got a nice stage presence, a lot of charisma. He might not be like that in real life, whatever, but you know he's cool. Sensa, one of the things I love about Sensa is that he's willing to just go deep. Like he'll talk about your dead family members. He's a bit of a hypocrite and a prick, and when I battle him, I'm gonna tell that cunt the same thing. DK, I'm not really sure she's in my top 10. I like DK, but I think that, like I said before, people just overreact to her bar, so you can just suck a dick. Dizaster, he is my number one. Like, these aren't in order, but Dizaster's in order. Dizaster gets up here. He's the reason I became a battle rapper. Fucking flow, his bars, everything. Like I love that guy in a like straight way. Like I want to suck his dick. Unanimous can be a bit of a prick sometimes, but he's got some good bars. Like it's fucking irrelevant, but his multis are sick, so I'm gonna put Unanimous there. I like Unanimous. Pat Stay, I like Pat Stay. I love the fact that he's willing to talk about, again, like Sensa, he's willing to just go there raw, talk about your dead fucking family members. He won't give a shit about your feelings. He'll talk about your spastic cousin in a wheelchair. He doesn't give a fuck. Dotz to me is like the white Impact, like multi-king. He says loads of multi shit. He says like loads of random bars. Let's put Dotz there. Mr. Tongue Twister, he's not part of my top 10. But the reason I put Mr. Tongue Twister in his, he's very underrated. He doesn't get the views he deserves. He always comes with funny bars. He's always got original shit. Eek is a cool guy. He's my 2-on-2 guy. He can be annoying sometimes, but he's a very smart guy. Dialect, I like Dialect. He's got a lot of stage presence, whatever. You know, I'm not putting Dialect on there, but I like Dialect. Mickey Worthless, the reason I put Mickey Worthless in my top 20 is he might not be as good as some people, but he brings a lot of presence to the stage. He's got a lot of charisma. He's very funny. Chronicle, again, I rate this dude. He's a bit of a prick. Like, no offense, Chronicle, but when you fucking talk during people's rounds, that shit's like an instant loss to me. Don't be talking during people's rounds. But Chronicle always comes with shit. He never worries about people's feelings. He'll say like Wing Wong Ching Chong if he's battling a Chinese guy. He doesn't give a fuck about racism. He doesn't care. I don't think he's quite breaking into the top 10, but I rate Chronicle. Arkaic, I think I might have to drop some for Arkaic because I proper rate Arkaic. You know, fuck Definition. Definition, you're coming off the fucking wall, you fucking Geordie prick. I'm putting Arkaic above you, so let's drop him there. Arkaic gets to take that place. Leese. Chris Leese is I love Chris. I used to think Chris Leese was a cunt. Like when he tried to headbutt Seuss, I was thinking, fuck Chris Leese. I'm gonna have to drop. I don't really want to drop Dotz because I like Dotz. You know, Dotz is my boy and I like him. No, let me keep Dotz. I like Dotz. Fuck Pat Stay, you fucking American cunt. Zem, again, he's one of those guys, multis, got good flow, whatever. Not quite good enough, not quite here. But if I was to do it, he'd be another Dotz and Impact. He's like a multi-king. Big J is another guy like Mickey Worthless who, he might not be as technically great as some of these guys, but Big J always brings entertainment. Big J's funny, he's got some single syllable rhymes like a fucking 7-year-old, but don't say shit about Big J to me because Big J is a fucking, he's pure entertainment. Watch his battles if you haven't. Flex, I like Flex, and I don't just like him as a rapper, I like him as a person. Unanimous is sick, but I prefer Flex Digits as a person, so he's getting here even though he's like on the battle level, they're probably on the same level, but Unanimous can suck a fat dick. So in my top 10 I got Dotz last. Again, this isn't because Dotz isn't as good as some of the others, but it's because he's new to Don't Flop, so I'm dropping at the bottom. He's new to battling or whatever, so he stays at the bottom, but lots of multis, good style, good screen presence. He's got these fucking faggoty little lip rings which you need to get the fuck rid of, Dotz. I got Chris Leese, used to hate him, used to think he was a dickhead, but I actually really rate his style. He's got a lot of delivery, he's really strong, his multis are good, he's sick. Flex Digits gets a lot of bad press, but he's a very smart, intelligent guy, very friendly, and his bars are quite strong as well, very clever. Impact, my boy, I'll rep Impact to the end. Like, I rated him from his very first tryout. I thought he beat Bamalam, and I like Bamalam, but I thought he beat him. I think he's one of the strongest in Don't Flop. I love all his multis, I love his style, I love his EP, the Heretic. I have that shit on my iPhone. Eek, maybe he'd be higher up, but I'm putting him down here. But I've always thought he's got a strong style. He's got a bit of Eminem elements in his shit, but oh, he's like Eminem, the best rapper on the planet. Cool. At least he's not like Chingy. Like, I'm cool with that. Arkaic, underrated. He loses a lot of battles in Don't Flop, but back from the jump off days, and I like Arkaic. He's got a lot of presence on stage. Sensa, I'll always rate Sensa. He's one of my earliest people that I was fans of. He's willing to cross the line. He doesn't worry about whether he's offending someone, and that's the kind of shit I do. Like, I'll say whatever. Like, he'll talk about dead family members. He'll say whatever as long as to win a battle, and I like him. He's a bit of a hypocrite and a cunt, and he can go suck a dick, but I actually really like Sensa. As a battler, I think he's amazing. Uno Lavos, like, this guy is cool as fuck. Like, Uno, a lot of people sleep on Uno. A lot of people think he's just like all about jokes, but if you've seen his battle against Johnny Blaze, is it Johnny Blaze? I think it is.
Storm.
Johnny Storm, yeah, Blaze, Johnny Storm, whatever. Like, his battle against Johnny Storm proves that Uno Lavos can do bars and can come hard if he wants to, but he prefers to do jokes. Uno Lavos is always funny, he's consistent, and I think he deserves to be up here because Uno Lavos has done a lot of battles and he's brought me a lot of entertainment over the years. Shotty Horroh, a lot of people know Shotty. You know, he's done Fire in the Booth with Charlie Sloth, he's done a lot of battles, he had lab battles. Shotty Horroh's got a great style. I wasn't really feeling his battle recently with Nestle, but I think that was more to do with the crowd, it's a bit off, but Shotty Horroh's got great style, he's good. And finally, number one, I don't think anyone can fuck with Dizaster. I flew to LA to watch Dizaster against Cannabis, and I don't regret paying the money. Dizaster is a fucking king. He's one of the reasons, he is the reason I became a battle rapper. I watched his battle and I was like, I want to fucking do this shit. His multis, his presence, his charisma. He might not do bars or whatever the fuck people talk about, but Dizaster is a fucking G. Like, he's the king. Fuck all these cunts below, but Dizaster kills shit.